Today we have with us Professor Leslie Dutch-Anatoni, which is one of the most influential persons on the brand field nowadays. It's really very important for us to have and to count with someone like him to work with us and to share with us his ideas. As you will see, you are going to have a fantastic weekend. Much better than going to the outdoor. I know how Professor Leslie works, how he teaches, and he's going to create a fantastic climate here. Professor Leslie, this is my people. I leave them with you from now on. They are your people too.
Thank you.
You are at my home, our home, which is also your home, as you well know. For a long time, Professor Leslie is with us for the last, I would say, 10 years.
Easily, yes. Easily.
For the last 10 years. So, there ain't lots of programs, not even lots of schools can count with such a presence, with such a professor. Enjoy it, take advantage of it, because it's not for all, it's just for some of us.
Just for the best.
Obviously. You know that we have this punctuality problem. We can be punctual 50%. If we have a problem with the arrival time, we never have time with the departure time. So, it's just a 50% problem. But we learn how to manage and to deal with it. So, you people, take advantage of it. Hope you enjoy.
Thank you very much.
They are going to enjoy your presence. Okay?
Thank you.
Wish you a nice time here today and tomorrow with Professor Leslie. Right?
Right. Thank you.
You are on your own from now on. Thank you.
Thank you.
And with the support of, what is it, Cristiano? With the support of Cristiano. So, okay?
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. We'll try again.
Good afternoon.
Hi.
Terrific. I've got a class.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Welcome. You see this? Yeah? You see this? I'm probably going to use 10%. Yeah? That's why I needed a good afternoon. Because what we're going to do is we're really going to have some fun. We're really going to have some fun in terms of this program. If it's not fun, it really is not worthwhile doing. This is the view from my bedroom window in Lugano. Yeah? If that's not fun to wake up with every morning, then life is hard. Yeah? I've got two chairs. I've got a chair at the University of Aston in the UK. It's one of the top 10 research universities. And I've also got a chair at Universidade Italiana, the Swiss-Italian university in Lugano.
There you have that leg, but you don't have that son.
We don't, you're absolutely right. And I'm hoping and praying that we're going to get that. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'm a bit of a chameleon. You know, skin keeps on changing. Because I came over here on Saturday, and I was white, wasn't I, Arnaldo?
Yes.
Arnaldo picked me and my wife up, and I was white. And when I'm going back to the UK, I want to go back like this. Because I've spent the week working really hard. Really hard, yeah? Unfortunately, I can't work any harder. And I've left my wife. Arnaldo showed her on the map sights to see. Arnaldo, you are fantastic. Because Arnaldo didn't show her the shops. So my hope is...
No, because shops are naturally on a radar.
Oh no!
It has mental GPS is already there, so we have to put there all the other addresses
To confuse!
all the other interest points.
That's called confusion. The way called confusion. So this is me. Clearly I'm here at the invitation of Arnaldo. I always enjoy coming here for the second time. You know, I persuaded my wife to come along as well, but this time to take a week's holiday with me. Now what are we going to do? What we're going to do is we're going to kick off first and foremost by really starting to understand the concept of what is a brand. We really need to do that because I've spent far too long doing research, and one of the factors that I found that correlates with underperformance is a misunderstanding of the concept of brand. So we're going to start and we're going to really understand what do we mean by this thing called a brand. Now, if you go back in history about 900 years, the Mongols were coming right the way into Europe. Then a leader, Genghis Khan, phenomenal military strategist. If you, as a general, underperformed under Genghis Khan, you would die. But the way you would die would be rather unpleasant. There'd be 4 horses. 1, 2, 3, 4. You would lay on the floor. And then 4 men would hit those 4 horses, and your body will be pulled apart. Yeah? This guy wanted performance. Ladies and gentlemen, my big worry in branding is the Genghis Khan effect. What we're doing is we're not thinking about synchronizing brand and strategy. We have a misfit. So I want to show you how we're going to get brand coherence, and then we don't have the Genghis Khan effect coming through. Now, once we start to understand what a brand is, what we can then start to do is we can then start to recognise there's different types of brands. Yeah? Would you call Ryanair a brand? Yeah, you would? Yeah? Okay. Would you call Lufthansa a brand? Okay, what's the difference between Lufthansa as a brand and Ryanair as a brand? From a marketing.
Their positioning.
Their positioning. Well done. Tell me something about their positioning. Excellent.
Ryanair is a low cost.
Absolutely. And Lufthansa? It's a premium brand. Yeah, it's a premium brand. Yeah? So, clearly, if you're going to develop a brand like Ryanair, you need a different type of thinking. If you're going to develop a brand like Lufthansa or TAP, you need different thinking. Yeah? So we need to start to understand. Once we've got this thing called brand, then we're going to start to look at different types. And again, I want to get integration in terms of how these brands come into being. What we're then going to do is we're then going to make sure that on Monday morning, when you go back, you can all start talking about how Portugal can start to move up and come out of this recession. Yeah? Because what we need to do is we need to then start to say, so what are the factors that drive success? There are about 10. We're going to look at these 10 factors. It's ever so simple. The problem is because it's too simple, people don't do it. Yeah? It upsets me. On Monday morning, I really want you back in your offices. Yeah? Can you try some of these things, those of you who are in commerce, drivers of brand success. One of the problems with brands is that brands are becoming more similar than dissimilar. So I want to show you 3 techniques that allow us to make our brand become differentiated and serious. By 7:30 tonight, we've also looked at this. Yeah? How do I add value? I add value very simple, because we leave at 7:29. Yeah? If I leave at 7:31, this is not adding value. Yeah? If I leave at 7:29, this is adding value. Yeah? Now, think about it. Adding value is something that exists in the eyes of the user. Yeah? That's why 7:29 for you is good news. I would prefer 7:31. Yeah? So what we've got to do is we're now going to start to take a different perspective that says, if we then start thinking about brand success, It's success because we have started to think about somebody saying, wow, I really want this. Yeah? So that's the aim for today. But I can summarise it. Today is all about foundations. Today is about principles of brand management. In this programme I have two aims. My first aim is to ensure that tactically you can manage brands. That's today. Put a tick against that. Tomorrow I have a second objective. My second objective is to ensure that you can strategically build and defend brand. So we will be starting to look at the military analogy. But we have just two aims for the programme. Today's aim, to understand the tactics of branding. This is what brand managers do. Tomorrow, we go into the boardroom, we become vice presidents, and we then start to see how a vice president starts to develop strategy in terms of branding. Yeah? Is it okay? All makes sense? Yeah? Now, how are we going to do the course? We're going to do it on the basis that I am going to show some frameworks. I'm going to show some models. Then we'll stop. You'll then work on these models because I'll set problems. You'll work in syndicate groups. You will put your comments onto slides, and then we'll get a couple of groups to present. We will discuss, we will debate, and through that process we will really learn even more, because we'll learn by doing. Having understood that part, then I can then start to go, for argument's sake, to brand coherence, show you some models. We stop. I present a problem, you work in syndicate groups, you work out your presentation, short presentation, yeah? That's what we're going to do. So ladies and gentlemen, what you have here, if you like, it is a summary of some books.